of the Tory. When the people of Brighton and Hove voted Green, they thought you were going to be different from the Tories, from Liberal and from New Labour, and genuinely stand up for people. But instead what you're telling us is that in effect you're surrendering to the Tory agenda of cuts. And frankly, when you start handing out redundancy notices, when you start shutting our services, the fact you do it with a heavy heart is absolutely irrelevant. It isn't your sympathy that people of Brighton want, it's your solidarity is what they And I think we have a right to ask you and demand of you, as our politicians, to stand up alongside us. I believe, for instance, that you could call a summit of all the community and activists, of shop stewards across the whole of the local authority, to launch a campaign to demand the money that's been stolen. And I believe thousands would rally to that call, to demand the money that the Tories have robbed from us. In the 1980s, if Liverpool could stand up to Thatcher, why can't you stand up to a weak and divided coalition government? You don't face legal surcharge. And the worst, and ultimately the worst that could happen, is that the government would send in a Tory commissioner to try and run our services. Well, let them try. And my view is, if you were and had the courage to launch a campaign, that in effect you'd open up a battle between us and central government. And finally, in my opinion, if the Greens have the courage now to give a lead, they will never be forgotten. But if you carry out the cuts, you'll never be forgiven.